Hello everyone, this is the tutorial that I promised you. Just to be sure, just to be clear, this tutorial is for Clarity English Academy students. I'll show you how to use every element in this virtual office space so that you can use your virtual office more efficiently. As you see, I'm in my room right now. When you come to my room and click on my door, you will knock my door. I'll hear it and I'll come and I'll help you. But of course, if you're not in a position to talk or turn on your camera, you can always choose the chat options and ask me whatever questions you might have. Let's start with the settings, like the basics. On the left corner of your Kumo Space app, it might look a little bit more different on your screen because I'm the owner of the space, so my screen could be a little bit different, but the basics will be the same. Click on your avatar on the left corner, click on settings, and then you have a new panel. You have your camera settings here. You can change your background however you like. On microphone settings, these camera and microphone settings are actually more accessible on your main screen because if you look at this panel on the bottom of your screen, you'll see many options, including the camera and microphone options. And when you click on the microphone, you'll see the most important settings for us, which is use noise cancellation. What it does is, when you're in a class or in an activity, I can hear, and everybody can hear your background noises. Your mom talking, your siblings fighting, or the TV in the background, like any kind of noise, we can hear it. Sometimes even if there's no sound, there's no noise, there is a very disturbing kind of white sound in the background, which is like as if you turned on the radio or you turned on a broken old TV and there's just nothing. Just a little disturbing sound. I cannot describe it, but it's disturbing. And it is noisy. If you enable this, no sound, unless you talk to the people. So it is very useful. Use it, please. Make sure that this option is enabled at all times. You can access it on this panel and on settings also, but we will continue with the settings panel. In here you have graphics settings. It's important because as you see around, it is very high quality. It's important because you are learning online, and when you're in front of the screen, looking at the screen for a long time, it disturbs you if you're looking at something not very quality. If you don't have any computer issues, like it's an average normal computer, you can choose high quality, but be warned, as soon as you click on high quality, the app will shut down and you have to restart it. It's okay, it's normal, usual process, so don't be alarmed. But if you think that your computer is not strong enough, you can stick with performance. It is not high quality, but it's not the worst. But if you have problems with your computer's battery and everything, you can stick with battery saver. Not a very pleasant experience, but there's nothing to do. If you enable show videos, if I'm away from you in the office, and if your camera is on, sometimes you accidentally turn on your camera, sometimes you forget to turn off your camera after the events, activities, or classes. When we're far away, I can still see you, or anybody can still see you if you enable this option. But if you disable this option, even when you accidentally turn on your camera or forget to turn off your camera, nobody can see you unless they are next to you in the office. And then you have interface settings. If you disable show audio radius, which I recommend, you'll see the whole space clearly. In this office, it's like a real office experience. Unless you go next to someone, unless you are in their audio radius, you cannot hear them and they cannot hear you. Nobody can hear each other unless they go to that person. When this setting is enabled, it shows your audio radius, but it's not very necessary because the rest of the office looks a bit darker. And I don't like that visually, so I don't recommend enabling this one. Show room labels, it's up to you. You know, every room has a name in here, and if you enable this option, you'll see the room's name on top of the room. Because we don't have just rooms here, we have some spaces, like open spaces, like the beach, and some common areas, like they are not rooms, but they have names. So if you want to see that, you have to enable this option. The other settings, you can just leave them as they are, but on the bottom, you have idle detection. If you enable it, if you're not active on your computer for like 5 to 10 minutes, I will automatically see you idle. Like Asude here, I see her idle, which means because she's not on her computer. It detects when you're not active, when you're not there, and when you're active again, like you're moving your mouse, doing something with your keyboard, it'll go away. But when you're not active, everybody can see it. Nobody tries to talk to you because they know you're not there. And when you come back, immediately know that you're there. The reason why I disabled it is because sometimes I'm in front of the computer, I'm here, but I don't touch the computer. I'm working on the phone, or I'm working by writing, I'm taking some notes, I'm doing some calculations. So it's my process is a bit different. I still see your messages, I still see you there, and it's very difficult for me to move my mouse every once in 5 minutes. That's why I disabled it, but it's just me personally. You should enable it so everybody knows if you're there or not there, because when I'm not there, I leave a note. That's it with the settings. Let's look at the left panel. You have the chat tab. On the chat tab, you have public chat. This chat is for everybody online at that moment in the office. So if you text anything, everybody in the space can see it and read it. But the messages here will not be saved. And right below that, you have nearby chat. Also, the messages here, they are not saved. If you're nearby, I can text something on this channel and you get my message. So this channel is only for the people nearby. The announcements channel, you can see the announcements about plannings, programs, holidays, everything concerning student affairs, actually. Not specifically about the contents of your studies, contents of your classes, but everything about student affairs, everything important, you'll be seeing it here. And if you want to answer any of the announcements, you can basically just click on reply on thread and enter your message and send it. You can also send emojis and GIFs, or you can send pictures, files, whatever. As you see here, there is an announcement here and you see the replies. If you don't want to reply, you can just leave a reaction, leave an emoji to any chat, by the way, so that we know you read it, you got it. This goes for every chat here. On calendars channel, you can follow the next day's schedule. If there's a mistake, if there's something wrong, you can immediately contact with your student affairs and give them a heads up. For example, if you have a class scheduled for tomorrow, but you didn't see your class on the calendar, you must get in touch with the student affairs. Or you believe the time is not right, you believe the date is not right, any problems, or you just completely forgot your class for tomorrow and you saw it on the calendar but you have a different plan, you can also contact your student affairs. If you want to come to the office to talk to me, ask me anything, you can see the times that I'm free, but of course it's good that you text me first so I can make sure I don't have any other meetings. Online section, you can see people online here, and offline section, you can see people offline here. And when you hover on a person's avatar, you'll see their contact information, if they have any contact information above. And you'll see some options like chat, means like you can directly send message to that person. Nudge, you nudge that person to get their attention. If you want to ask something, you're not sure if they're there, so you can nudge people without going next to them. You have follow options. When you click on it, you have two options. Follow the person, which means if you click on it, you'll go wherever that person goes. You'll be following them wherever they go on the floor. If you change floors, you don't follow each other anymore. But if you're on the same floor and if you click on follow, blah, blah, like follow that person, you'll go wherever that person goes and wherever that person moves. And the second option, if you request the person to follow you, they will come wherever you go. It's good when you don't want to lose connection because, like I said before, unless you are next to each other, unless you're in each other's audio radius, you don't hear each other. The office is too big. Sometimes you don't see people. That's when you can click on find and you'll see. You don't go next to that person when you click on find, but you see wherever they are on the space. If they are not on the same floor with you, you'll see their location in here anyways, if they are on a different floor. But if they are on the same floor with you, you can click on find and see. I see also like where she is, because she could be anywhere in here. And as you see, it's a big floor. So sometimes it's difficult to see people, difficult to find people here. I don't know if you have this on your app too, but when I hover on your names, I see the last time you were online, like last seen 9 hours ago, last seen 29 minutes ago, like this. And by the way, you can add some personal details, personal information about yourself, like Beril or like me in here. How you do it? Edit profile. You can add your phone number, you can add your email, and you can add a brief information about you if you like. We're done with the chat tab. We have calendar tab. We don't use it, not important. Right next to it, we have recordings. Right in the bottom, you see on this panel, you have start recording option. I don't know if you have this on your screens. Again, please check. And everybody in the office can access these records on this recordings tab up to 30 days. But it doesn't record the whole screen. It only records it as if it's like a Zoom meeting. So keep it in mind. And you cannot delete, by the way. So if you want to try to record something and if you think I'll delete it, you can't. So be careful. Right next to it, you have Help tab. If you have any technical issues with Kumo Space app, you can report a problem to the tech team. You can add screenshots, which is better to solve your problems, or you can request a feature. If you think, this could be better in Kumo Space, you can request a feature. And PS, again, since I'm the owner of the space, some settings or some options, some features could differ. Keep it in mind. And then right next to it, you have a search. If you want to find something, it could be a word, phrase, topic that we talked about, anything about plannings, anything on the chats. If you're looking for, just like WhatsApp search, you can enter some keywords or any words you remember in the conversation and you'll see everything and you'll probably find it. Let's try. I want to find a conversation or a chat about your reports, let's say. I enter reports. I see lots of messages, including that word report, including that keyword report. So you can find whatever you're looking for using this tab. And if it's too distracted for you, you can click on chat to close the panel, open the panel. You can use it like this. In the small panel, I already talked about the camera options. This one is about your availability. If you're not available, if you're in a meeting or if you're doing something, sometimes we're not busy, but we leave some notes for each other because people are online at the same time here. They are leaving some notes about what they're doing at the moment. So it increases the interaction. When you click on it, you see enter status. Whatever you write here, it will be visible right below your avatar, like so. Right now I'm available, for example, and whatever notes that I'm leaving, it will be visible like this. Sometimes I'll be leaving notes like working on your reports. So the students will see what I'm doing. And sometimes I see them leaving notes, like sometimes they're studying English, sometimes they're watching something, or sometimes they are working on something entirely different, but it increases the interaction. We know about each other because in the evening, for example, when we come together for a class, we can ask about each other's day. Like, I saw you working on your German today. How did it go? Like this, we know about each other's day so that we can have conversations about it. If I'm away, I'll click away. If I click right now, my camera, my mic will be off. Like this. And this means I'm away. I'm not here. I can leave a note like, be right back in 5 minutes. Or I can be more specific and I can say be right back at 7 p.m. so that people know when I'm coming back. And we have the third option, focusing. If I choose focusing, I will not be getting any notification. If you're on focusing mode, you will not get any notifications because you are on focusing mode. When you don't want any distractions, you can go for focusing. When you're back with available, you'll be visible again. And then we have share your screen option. When you click on it, you'll see some options. You have to select source. First of all, the first tab is your screen. If you click on start, it will be chaotic because it's your screen. See, in here, I close my screen sharing. Sometimes you can see like this whole picture when you close screen sharing. Close it again and you'll be back to the office. You have window tab. We use this tab more often. I don't have any other windows open right now. That's why you don't see anything. But if you have the window that you want to share, it could be a PDF file, it could be a website, could be anything. It has to be on, and you'll see it here. You click on it, you click on start, and you'll be sharing your screen. Secondary camera. If you have a second camera, if you want to show something, but you cannot use your camera, like this main camera, to show it, you can use another camera, like secondary camera, to show whatever you want to show. And then we have stream a local file. The problem with Kumu Space is if you share your screen on here, you cannot share the sound of that window. So if you want to work on like any files with sound, don't share the window. You have to have the file on your desktop, select file, and then start so that everybody can hear the material. We use it mostly for videos. You have record, you already know what it is. Gallery is for showing people on a grid, like on Zoom. I don't have anybody around me right now, but if we are crowded, we're like 3 people, 4 people, if you choose this option, you'll see everybody, you won't see the office. And also you have pop out. You can have the videos in a separate window. You can choose pop out and you can move the pop out screen anywhere you like. Let's talk about some details before we move on to the right corner. If I hover on my avatar again, I can use some emojis to give reactions. This is something like very small, but this is what happens when you want to give reaction to conversations or any activities that you're doing. On the right corner, you have more options about the office. As you see, I'm in my room, and also students like you have rooms here, and you can edit your rooms. You can add and remove furniture. You can design as you like. Click on Customize floor layout option. You'll have some tabs. Stick with furniture tab. Don't go to the rooms and the settings because it is for us, for the admins. Stick with furniture. You can see many furniture options in these categories. When you click on any object you want to add on your space in your room, you just click on it. Don't click anywhere else. Don't drag it. Don't keep on clicking. Just click one time and it's selected. Choose anywhere to drop it, click again, right, you have it. You can rotate the object, or you can clone, like copy the object. And if you want to change the location of the object, you simply drag this time to wherever you like. And if you want to remove, just click on this button. There are some furniture that you can edit. When you see this symbol, it means this is an interactive furniture. This is an interactive object. You can edit and you can interact, like the sticky notes. You see some sticky notes on my desk and on my coffee table. If you hover and click on this, you can edit. But if you're writing something long, you will not see the full version, so it's good to keep it short. So this is how you use the furniture part. Simply click and drop wherever you like. And if we have new objects, new furniture, you'll always see them on the top in latest arrivals category, like this. Right under floor layout option, you have a map. This map shows you the floor and where people are on the floor. You can see the whole floor on this map, and if you click anywhere, like I'm clicking here, you can go there. My door is closed. Just a second. I'm clicking on the club room, for example. I'm going to the club room. If you double click wherever you want to go, you'll go there. Like this. I'm in the club room, and in the club room you have the sticky notes. Again, when you hover, you can read them. These are important information for you. And when you hover on the objects and you see them like this, a little highlighted, you can understand these are the interactive furnitures. Like when you click on them, something happens, like something interactive happens. Or like this object, when I hover, I see it highlighted. So I know when I click on it, something will happen. This is how we start and end our clubs. It's good. And when you come to the office, please don't walk around or stand around. Wherever you want to sit, whatever you want to stand, just double click on it. Like I'm double clicking on the armchair, now I'm sitting on the armchair. But if I click on here, like double click on here, I'll be standing right in the middle of the rug, which is weird. Just because this is a virtual office doesn't mean you can stand in different places. And when you right click your mouse anywhere, you can have this option, set home or go there. For going somewhere, you can double click. It's easier. If you right click on a location and if you choose set home, whenever you click on this go home option, you'll go directly to that spot. Like I'm going right now. Because I set this point as my home. So how did I do it? I came here, right click, set home, and whenever I click on this, I'll end up here. I'm in a different room right now, and you have recenter viewport. What happens when you click? It centers you. You can adjust your view by zooming in. This is the maximum that you can zoom in, and as you see, it's like very clear. You can see so many people clearly. You can see yourself very clearly, and you can zoom out to have a full view of any part of the office, however you like. And see the interactives again. I can have a donut, or I can have a champagne. Also, you see some TVs on the office. Some TVs, when you go nearby, they automatically start playing the video, the song, whatever. You have to control them manually. You click on it to play it. You can pause it. You can adjust the volume, but it's all on you. It's in your control. So whatever you do with the TV doesn't affect anybody else, and vice versa. We have another TV on the stage. When I go nearby, you'll see it has the autoplay option. And when it's autoplay, and if you're gonna meet people there,
whoa,
it's difficult to hear each other.
I know.
Because it immediately starts. It's difficult to hear each other. You have to pause it. Even when I pause it, your video is not affected by it. So you have to control the TVs in the office manually. It's in your control. The volume and everything. Let's go to the reception. This is the reception and the announcement vault. You can see my office hours here, and if you can't see it properly, zoom maximum. Between these hours, on these days, I'll be here. Wednesdays, by the way, Wednesdays, I'm here generally, but whenever I have time. So I have no idea when I'll be here. If you don't see me online between my office hours, text me anyway. I'll get the notification on my phone. You can follow other important announcements on this wall. Let's go to the student affairs room. Beril's room. Beril is our student affairs responsible, so any requests, any problems, anything concerning student affairs, you leave a note to her. You can use a whiteboard. When you click on the whiteboard, you can leave a note with your name on it so that Beril will see it and help you ASAP. When you click on the whiteboard, as you see the notes and everything. It's important to understand how to use the whiteboard because sometimes we use it in our classes. So when you click on this, enter full screen, you'll go full screen. This is good for classes, not for Beril's board. When we're in the class and I'm writing something on the board or we're using the board in the class, make it full screen so that you can see it completely. And you see you have zoom options here. Always make it 100% because I am using it on 100% so that you don't miss anything. You click on this option to leave a text on the board, like these ones. You click on the pencil to draw freely, like whatever you want. And then when you click on the selection, you select. When you click on them, you can drag. If you move any objects on the board, everybody can see it. But unless you move objects or add texts, nobody can see what you're doing on your screen because I might zoom out. Nobody will see it. Nobody will be affected by it. But if I click on an object, I move an object, people will see it. Their screen will be affected by it. And also, you have share nearby option. When you click on it, whoever is nearby, they'll see the whiteboard that you're sharing and you close it when you're done. And yes, you don't have much business in this room because student affairs conduct their work only by written communication because it's important to keep a record of everything. Yes, let's go to our classroom where we actually use the whiteboard. The rabbit hole. In the rabbit hole, when you're in a room, when you close your door, nobody can enter because sometimes when guests come to the office, because they're curious and they don't know how to use it so much, so they might accidentally click on some rooms, some places, and they might accidentally end up next to you. And it could be a little disturbing sometimes because you don't know that person doesn't know you, and they could be embarrassed too. It's good to keep your door closed so nobody accidentally come inside and you start hearing people out of nowhere. And they start hearing you and seeing you if your mic is on or your video is on. Just a little note. You know how to use the board, and we have timer. When you click on the timer, you can enter the minute, like 2 minutes here. I can make it 5, I can make it 7 minutes, and I can start the timer. And I close it. You see the countdown here. Let's go to the beach because you have some interactive objects on the beach too. In here, you have timer. You can use this place for meeting with your fellow students. Like, do something here. Come together in here. Play taboo. Play something or do something. Have conversations. Let's take a pizza. You have word guess game. When you click on it, you can see the game, you can play code names, and if you don't know how to play code names, I don't know, for example, but I use this list as a guessing game like we did before. You can make it full screen again to see people effectively and see the screen effectively. And if the person next to you cannot find this game, cannot click on this game for any reason, you can click on share nearby and this screen will pop up on their screen. Also, you have crosswords here. When you click on the crosswords, you can choose any crosswords in here. Select it, click on save, and you have a crossword. Let's go full screen. You have a chat here. You don't need to because you have chat options on Kumu Space also. You have timer. You can ignore it because we're still learning, and crossword puzzles are generally very, very difficult for learners. You can just try, take a look, try to understand, discuss, like it's an activity altogether. You can also share the screen with people nearby, and if you click here, you'll go back to the list to choose from the crosswords. You have many, many crossword puzzles. And the elevator, because we have more than one floor. I love our mats, by the way. When you click on the elevator, you'll see every floor that we have. Only the library has a password because just special for the students. You know the password. When you click on the library, you'll go to the lobby. Because I'm an admin, when I click on the library, I directly go to the library. That's why I'm not clicking. But when you click on it, you'll go to the lobby. In the lobby, you'll see every floor. Click on library again and then enter the password and then you'll be in. Let's go. You can also walk using your keyboard, the direction buttons on the keyboard. I'm not sure if we can call them that. When you're bored, you don't know what to do, come in here, choose whatever videos you like and apply the listening methods and tactics and strategies, whatever you learn and you observe in the classes. Even if you're an A2 student, even when you're a C1 student, you should practice these too. So take a look. Let's go to the writing room on the other side because we have other types of rooms on the other side too. We are in the writing room right now. You'll see some links on here again on the iPads. These are materials for you to do some writing practice. If you don't understand how to do it, ask me. We have to communicate. We have to be in touch. I have to explain to you what to do, how to do often. So come here, you want to do writing, you don't know how, you don't know how to use these, ask me. I'm in here, I'm online. In the speaking room, I gave you the basics about speaking, like the things you shouldn't forget when you're doing your speaking practices. Everything I've been saying and repeating over and over. But like I said with the sticky notes, when you're writing long, you don't see the full version. So if you want to see the full version, I know it's difficult, but click on here. Click on edit. But try not to change it, please. If you have any issues with it, contact me so I can fix it. Let's go to the pool. In some parts of the office, you have this radio or cassette player, I don't know what to call it, like speaker. I upload some songs. You can follow these songs, listen to them, spend some time in these spaces, use these songs on your listening practices. But again, like TVs, you have to control them manually. Let's zoom in to the speakers. You can play or pause using this button, and you can adjust volume on here. And again, this is just for you. The others will not be affected by whatever you're doing with it. At the info desk, you have another iPad. When you click on it, you'll find yourself on an Excel page. On this Excel page, you have lots of materials for your personal studies, lots of resources in detail. But of course, you will have some questions. Ask me about how to use them, but use it for your personal studies. We have a chess corner. This is also interactive, but it could be a little bit complicated. The interface could be a little bit complicated. If you can use it, you can play chess all together here to spend some time together. These are the basics. I will not be showing you other floors because all the rules apply on all the floors. But if you still have some floors that you didn't discover, that's a shame and I'm sad. Do it as soon as possible. Go and discover what you can use, what you can do, spend some time in here. It's a great opportunity to have a space to talk, to socialize, to come together 24/7 and from everywhere. You can come here everywhere, not on mobile though. If you think I missed anything, please let me know. These are, I believe, everything you need to know. I will also give you a tutorial about Kumo Space mobile app because it's way more different. It is for more practical communication, and I think for emergencies or for the moments you cannot be on computer, to keep the track of the chats maybe and contact immediately when you're not on the desktop. Make the most of your Kumo Space desktop app. I think this helps. If it doesn't, let me know.